Hello and welcome to the Current Affairs Prime Time, the Current Affairs Show, #TCS, and this is Kush. Let's see the first headline. India will host the 5th edition of the Global Conference on Cyberspace GCSS in 2017, in which over 100 countries are expected to participate. Now, this is a sign of India's emerging role as a big cyber power, accelerated by the Digital India campaign, which has gained international fame. Next headline. The government has approved cadre review and formation of the Indian Enterprise Development Service (IEDS) in the Office of the Development Commissioner, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. Now, the creation of this particular new cadre and the change in structure will not only strengthen the organization, would also lead to achieve targets of Startup India, Stand Up India or the Make India campaign. Now, the decision on this particular thing was taken under a meeting which was headed by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Next headline. Union government is all set to launch its second Centre of Excellence for Sericulture in Bengaluru. The first such centre was set up in Ranchi, Jharkhand. The Central Silk Board has set up the centre to boost the silk industry, which is going through a tough phase. Sericulture is concerned with the farming of silkworms or the rearing of silkworms. Next headline. India's first long-range subsonic cruise missile, Nirbhay, was successfully test-fired from the integrated test range at Chandipur in Odisha for a distance of about 1,000 kilometers. Now, this was the second flight trial of this particular missile because the maiden test had to be aborted midway in March last year. Now, this is a 6-meter tall missile and it is capable of flying in low altitudes. This could evade detection by radars fired from a mobile launcher. So, it's a very important venture for the Indian Army. Next headline. Minister for Monetary Affairs Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi launched the trilingual website www.hajj.gov.in in relating to Hajj matters. The website is available in Hindi, Urdu and English languages. Next headline. Shri Thawar Chand Gehlot, Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment, released the first issue of a national newspaper dedicated to senior citizens, Sanji Sanj. Well, according to Mr. Gehlot, this is a valuable newspaper, especially for the elderly people, and wish them good for success. The newspaper for senior citizen is edited by Mr. J.V. Manisha Bajaj, Secretary, Harikrit, an NGO for elderly people. Next headline. India has now become the 5th largest country in terms of the size of the economy after US, China, Japan and Germany. Now, as per the report published by the Forbes magazine, India has overtaken United Kingdom in terms of the size of economy after 150 years. Next headline. The Gujarat government has announced Aerospace and Defence Policy 2016. Now, under this particular policy, investors will be entitled to get 100% reimbursement on stamp duty and registration charges. Next headline. The Reserve Bank of India has imposed a penalty on 5 foreign banks for violation of its instructions of reporting requirements of the FEMA on 21st December 2016. Now, the 5 banks are Deutsche Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of America, Bank of Tokyo Mitsubishi and the Royal Bank of Scotland. Next headline. With over 10 months to go for the launch of FIFA Under-17 World Cup India 2017, the Bank of Baroda has become the first Indian company to sign up as a national supporter. Now, the event would kickstart in October 2007 and FIFA already has various international sponsors. But Bank of Baroda is the first national supporter. In this particular sport, around 24 countries would participate and play at 6 different venues in India. Next headline. Mumbai-based writer Jerry Pinto, Tamil author Vanna Dhasan, Hindi writer Nasira Sharma are among 24 others declared the winners of the Sahitya Akademi Awards 2016. Well, Sharma's Hindi novel Parajit, Pinto's M and the Big Home and Vanna Dhasan's Oru Suru Isai won the literary honour in this particular function. Among the winners, there are 8 books of poetry, 7 books of short stories, 5 novels, 2 on criticism, 1 on essays and 1 play. Now, the books were chosen by a jury of 3 which formed the executive board of Sahitya Akademi. Next headline. Actress Priyanka Chopra has become the first Indian to be appointed as the global ambassador of the hair care brand Pantene. Now, in terms of this particular event, according to her, it is her favorite brand across the world. Next headline. Japan's space agency has announced that it successfully launched a 26-meter-long rocket named Epsilon 2, which put a satellite that helps study radiation belts in orbit. Now, Epsilon 2 is a part of new generation of solid propellant rockets, which can reduce launch cost up to 1/3. Reduction in cost can allow countries across the world to put more communication and weather satellites in the outer space. Next headline. China has inked an agreement with the new development bank set up by the BRICS, approving a 525 million yuan loan for a solar power project in the country. Now, this is the bank's first project in China. A solar photovoltaic power plant with a total capacity of 100 megawatt has to be built under this particular funding. Next headline. Actor Hrithik Roshan has launched a children's book series Tact a Bet written in Braille format, which is being published for visually impaired people. This is available in Hindi as well as English versions. Now let's have a recap of all the headlines. 5th edition of the Global Conference on Cyberspace GCSS is started. Cabinet approves creation of Indian Enterprise Development Services IEDS. Bengaluru to get India's second sericulture center. India successfully test fires Nirbhay. Ministry of Minority Affairs launches website for Hajj pilgrims. First issue of national newspaper Sanji Sanj released, and this is for elders. India surpasses United Kingdom to become 5th largest economy. Gujarat government announces Aerospace and Defence Policy 2016. RBI slaps on 5 foreign banks for violating FMR rules. Bank of Baroda, first Indian company to support FIFA Under-17 World Cup India 2017. Sahitya Akademi 2016. Priyanka, first Indian to be made Pantene's global ambassador. Japan successfully launches solid fuel rocket. China inks deal with BRICS Bank approving 525 million yuan loan. And the last headline, Hrithik launches book series for visually impaired children. Now let's have a review of all the questions based on these headlines. Name the country which is hosting the 5th edition of the Global Conference on Cyberspace GCSS in 2017, and the answer is, it is India. Next question. Name the city which has launched the India's second sericulture center after Ranchi, and the answer is, it is Bengaluru, Karnataka. Next question. Name the nuclear-capable subsonic cruise missile which has launched by India fired from the integrated test range at Chandipur, Odisha, and the answer is, it is the Nirbhay missile. Next question. Name the website which has been launched by Ministry of Minority Affairs for Hajj pilgrims in 2016, and the answer is, it is www.hajj.gov.in. Next question. Name the newspaper which has released by Shri Thawar Chand Gehlot, Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment recently, and the answer is Sanji Sanj. Next question. Name the country which has become the 5th largest country in terms of the size of the economy. The answer is, it's our own India. Next question. The Reserve Bank has imposed a penalty on how many foreign banks for violating FEMA rules? The answer is 5 foreign banks. Remember their names. Next question. Name the bank which has become the first Indian company to sign up a national supporter for FIFA Under-17 World Cup India 2017, and the bank is, it is Bank of Baroda. Next question. Who has been appointed as the first Indian global ambassador of Pantene's, and the answer is, it is the popular actress Priyanka Chopra. Next question. Name the satellite which has launched by Japan that helps study radiation belts in orbit recently, and the answer is, it is Epsilon 2. Next question. Name the country which inks deal with BRICS Bank approving 525 million loan for a solar power project recently, and the answer is, it is of course China. Next question. Name the book which has been launched by actor Hrithik Roshan for visually impaired people, and the answer is, it is Tact a Bet. Now let's have the answers and also the winners of the previous day's CAT quiz. The answers are, the answer 1 is Andhra Pradesh, then Haryana, Chhattisgarh and Bihar. And the top 3 winners are Arun Pratap Singh, Avdesh Saraswat and Izaz Ahmed. Now it's your turn for answering the CAT quiz, which could be based on static or the current data. Question number 1. Who has been appointed as the chairman of LIC after successor of SK Roy? Ishant Somal, Aditya Singh, Ramesh Kumar, Kundan Pawar or VK Sharma? Next question. Which of the following e-commerce websites has partnership with National Highway Authority of India? And these are the options. Next question. The Government of India informed that it has extended the e-tourist visa facility to citizens of how many countries? And now the last question. Which city has entered into the UN's list of World Heritage Sites recently? And these are the options. With this, we come to an end to our discussion of the current affairs quiz and also our show with maximum headlines and the minimum time. Thank you so much.